is that I had to redo everything on my website. Luckily, I had all the content, so it didn't, suck as much as it could have. But regardless, I had to redo my website. So I'm like, okay. So I decided to do it like 100 times better. So I'm going to go over some cool features that I've added to my website. And we're also going to talk about a couple other things, like the web hosting situation and everything else. All right, so let's get to it. So first things first, I switched web hosting providers. So I'm currently with Pair Networks, and I'm going to give them a shout out. I've had to call them several times because I am okay with websites. I mean, I know how to make WordPress websites. I'm a WordPress kind of master about that. But, I've never done a manual WordPress migration before. So I called them several times. They were awesome. They're accessible. And I even found out they have a blind employee on their staff, which is just a lot better, too. So, yeah, shout out to Pair Networks. I'm going to have my referral link in the description. And I think that if you use my referral link, you and I will both get hosting credits. So that is pretty cool. That'll be in the description below, so you can see that. But anyways, so I switched to Pair Networks. So, yeah, so that's kind of that. So, first thing I did with my website is I have a new mailing list. So, instead of the groups.io mailing list, which is okay, I have a real email marketing mailing list. So you can go to each of my pages here. So I'm home now. I'm going to go to, let's see here. I'm going to go to my services page. All right. And I have my subscribe form on all of my pages so that you can subscribe to my newsletter. And no, I'm not one of those boring, awful people that has those pop-ups because I know that they're hideous for screen readers. So I'm not like that. Instead, I just put it at the bottom of each page so that you can subscribe. So feel free to subscribe to my new mailing list. I will be sending out updates periodically about what's going on with everything. Okay, so that's part one. And then part two is I have a new live chat feature. So if you go all the way to the bottom of my website, you click on this thing. It's really mislabeled, but it's at the bottom. It's after the link to the top. And basically, I have a live chat feature, so you can send me messages live. Obviously, I won't be online 24/7, but feel free to send me messages and I can respond to them accordingly. So it says we are not online. Yep, I am not online right now. So basically, I can just type a message, and this is a fully accessible plugin, so I'm just going to type just this message. And basically, I will get a notification and I will respond. So, you can either contact me through there or, of course, my handy-dandy contact form. So that's pretty cool. I think that is awesome. It's called Crisp. That is the plugin I'm using to manage my chat. Let's see. What else do we have? Oh, yeah. So I have a better business name now. So previously, I was going by Taylor's Accessibility Consulting. But I have a better business name now, and this is probably the one that I'm going to stick with. So I branded myself Taylor's Web Services. So I offer both WordPress development / management, and I offer web accessibility services. So for my WordPress, I will make you a website that is for your company or yourself, and I will do it using WordPress. I kind of can do hand coding, but I don't feel comfortable offering that to my subscribers at this point. So I will just stick with WordPress. But basically, you can get a custom website in WordPress for your company. And the benefit about doing this with me is that I will make sure your website's accessible so you don't have to kind of pay for two different people. I have both skill sets. So I have the accessibility and I have the development. And so I think that will be very helpful. In addition to WordPress development and management, I can also do maintenance on your website for a monthly fee. So it just kind of depends on your website. You can book an appointment with me on my calendar if you want to talk about that. But basically, maintenance includes, backups and security updates and WordPress updates and plugin updates and theme updates and, oh my goodness gracious, and maybe some domain updates. So I will maintain your website. Obviously, you can still add content to it if you want, but I'll just make sure that it stays online. You can also have me manage the whole thing where I manage all the content. So you send me content and I put it up there for you. Obviously, that is a little bit more expensive. I'm not going to reveal rates right in this video, like I said, because it all depends on the client. I try to customize it to what they need. But generally, my range for rates is $50 a month for the basic maintenance plan, so without content updates. So that'll include backups, all the other stuff like the security updates, and $150 for content with a 2-day turnaround time. So if you send it to me within 2 days, I will get it up to the website. So those are kind of my base rates, but obviously it kind of fluctuates from there depending on your specific needs. But I try to be very upfront with pricing. So yeah, so I have that WordPress service, which I think is pretty cool because, like I said, I can also hook you up with an SSL certificate, which basically makes sure your website is secure, and all that kind of fun stuff. So also I offer web accessibility services, and these are like audits and consulting. You can actually read more about them on my services page. And those are very interesting because, I'll make a report and then I'll usually get on a call with you and talk about it. So right now, I think that both of these services are needed during the pandemic. And so that is why I've rebranded myself, because I want to be your one-stop shop for web. And so I hope that you enjoyed this long update. And please subscribe to my mailing list. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel because I will be uploading content frequently. And be sure to like this video and also check out my Udemy courses. So I will put links in the description. And I hope you guys have a great day. See you next time.